Hello and welcome to another product video breakdown from Longhorn Tactical. Today we will be taking a look at the Fenix HL32R-T.
Hey y'all, take this time to like and subscribe to the Longhorn Tactical YouTube channel. Thanks.
The Fenix HL32R-T. Of course, the -T stands for their trail running designation. Headlamps that are designed specifically to be incredibly lightweight and portable. Not necessarily the brightest, however trying to maximize portability, lightweightedness, ease of use, but bright enough to provide plenty of illumination for those nighttime trail running, backpacking, hiking without being too industrial or heavy duty. I will be the first to admit the Fenix HL32R-T. First headlamp that I've seen in quite some time that I'm actually quite fond of the design. It is simplistic, modern, it's very stylish. There's not a lot of unnecessary fancy doodads or bits or, there's not too much unnecessary textured edges, no knobs on the side that are sticking out. It's very simple, flat, beveled along the edges as well. I will say though, I've never been too much of a fan of Fenix's secondary color, which is their accent color being this sort of copper. It's very rustic. It doesn't really match very well with the modern look of the front face of the Fenix HL32R-T. Here are the dimensions of the Fenix HL32R-T. It is 2.6 inches long. It is 1.77 inches tall. It is 1.18 inches in depth. It weighs 3.77 ounces. Now here's the quick specification breakdown of the Fenix HL32R-T. It is equipped with a luminous SST20 cool white primary LED and a reds light neutral white LED for its floodlight. It is also equipped with Fenix's second generation headband that we first saw on their HM65R-T. It is incredibly thick, providing plenty of adequate grip. It is also very elastic, has these very nice, highly reflective decals providing enhanced visibility at night. In addition, it is perforated, of course, to allow for fast drying, moisture wicking. Additionally, this headlamp is equipped with Fenix's quick ratcheting tightening system, which will be explained in depth further along in the video. The primary spotlight of the Fenix HL32R-T is capable of an 800 lumen max, with a peak beam distance of 144 yards. One thing that I could always commend Fenix for is their incredibly simple and intuitive button configuration, something that I've found to be quite satisfying on many of their products. For instance, you are a headlamp user. You might not be an advanced headlamp user or somebody who's ever really used a rechargeable headlamp before in the past. You look at this headlamp. There are two light sources. There are two buttons, one above each light source. What do you suppose they do? This one controls this one, and this one controls this one. It's so very simple and intuitive. I must commend them on that. The quick operation guide of the Fenix HL32R-T. The right one controls your spotlight. Hold to activate. Tap to cycle through your 3 brightness modes. A low at 70 lumen. A mid at 200 lumen. Finally, the high at 800 lumen. Hold again to deactivate. And holding the button above the neutral LED will activate the floodlight. And from here, tapping will cycle through the brightness modes. First, starting at the SOS mode at 5 lumen, and then a low mode at 5 lumen, a mid mode at 70 lumen, and finally the high mode at 200 lumen. Hold again to deactivate the floodlight. Of course, while the HL32R-T is already active, tapping the button on the opposite side will activate that LED, which also is fairly intuitive. The HL32R-T also features Fenix's innovative frequency sensing illumination circuitry, which is just fancy marketing gibberish for the faster it vibrates, the brighter it gets. Here I will demonstrate the effect by equipping 2 HL32R-Ts, one to Steve, the Longhorn Tactical dummy. Both HL32R-Ts will be set to the 200 lumen mid mode, and I will simulate a fast running pace here in the studio by headbanging to my favorite song. The Fenix HL32R-T comes with a Fenix ARB LP1900 special battery pack that is rechargeable inside of the headlamp assembly. The USB charging port is on the side of the headlamp body. Just lift up the silicone port flap and you will see the USB-C port inside. Use the included USB-C charging cable to charge the battery inside of the Fenix HL32R-T. And of course the battery level / charging status indicator under the secondary light will go from a blinking to a steady on when the battery inside is fully charged. And when the headlamp is not being charged, of course, you can tap either button once to activate the remaining battery life indicator. Accessing the battery compartment of the Fenix HL32R is easy. I prefer to tilt the headlamp all the way forward, and then you can see here on the top, this top tab that runs in between the two buttons. Just lift up slightly on the tab and pull backwards to expose the battery compartment. From here there is a small tab here that you can snake your thumb or fingernail under to lift up and remove the Fenix ARB LP1900. And then you can see in the diagram, the Fenix HL32R-T is also capable of running on 3 AAA batteries, which I have prepared here off to the side. Remember, the negative end corresponds to the springs. Like so. And from here you can see that it is still capable of running all of its brightness modes while equipped with 3 AAA batteries, although of course it is not USB-C rechargeable, especially the alkaline batteries. Please do not try charging them. Out of curiosity, I've decided to test it. What about the Nikkor HLB1300, which was designed originally for the Nikkor UT27? Turns out, it fits like a glove. Makes sense really if you think about it, because the compartment has to be sized to fit 3 AAA batteries, and well, because both of them are sized to fit AAA batteries, makes sense that the batteries would fit too. Snaps close and lo and behold, works perfectly. The headband of the Fenix HL32R-T, much like the HM65R-T, uses this quick ratcheting system for tightening and untightening, something that I thoroughly enjoy. First, pull up on this tab. This unlocks the ratcheting mechanism and allows you to expand the headlamp. Like so. And thus this is the headband at maximum extension. At this point, you push down on this tab to lock it in place. From here you would essentially equip the headband onto your persons, and then you start tightening this ratchet wheel. And as you can see, it starts pulling along these strings. Thus tightening the headband overall. The Fenix HL32R-T can also be electronically locked. It says right here, press for 3 seconds and the lock symbol. That means you can hold either button for over 3 seconds and you will see the secondary LED flash 3 times, letting you know it is currently in locked status. Any subsequent button presses and the secondary LED will flash, letting you know it is currently locked. To unlock, simply press and hold both buttons for over 3 seconds. And the headlamp will flash 3 times and then activate on the lowest setting, letting you know it is now unlocked. And finally, the Fenix HL32R-T is rated IP66 water resistant, able to withstand some light rain and splashes, just not direct submersion. It is impact resistant up to 2 meters, with the forward portion of the headlamp assembly built from a durable magnesium alloy blend, which is far lighter in comparison to aluminum alloy. The Fenix HL32R-T is available at LonghornTactical.com. If you have enjoyed this video or think I'm a big dumb fart, please leave a comment or suggestion below. To stay up to date on future product releases, sales announcements, and all things flashlight related, please consider subscribing to the Longhorn Tactical YouTube channel. And thank you.